Good morning, everybody. My name is Waddles. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing pretty well myself. Thank you for asking. Welcome to Raft. So, I just picked this game up on Steam, and I was trying to learn it, and it was confusing, so I went to YouTube, and I didn't really find any good help there. So, today we're beginning my beginner guide series. We're going to go through the basic functions of this game, so hopefully you can figure out what's going on and then, of course, enjoy the game. In this episode, we're going to go over the basic functions, so like hunger, health, that stuff, and the tools, so the basic tools that you want to build right away. If you enjoy the guide, make sure you drop a like, and please subscribe for more, of course. And if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them down in the comments below, and I will get back to you. Part 2 will be coming soon. So, this is Raft. You'll spawn into the world on a raft. There's a shark in the water swimming around you who... surprise, it's not your friend. The shark will eat you. Spoiler alert. So yeah, don't go in the water. Just stay on the raft. Raft is also in early access, so things could potentially change. But this game is interesting because the world loading is tied to the raft. Your spawn point is always going to be this raft. So that means, let's say you jump off of this raft at an island and want to make a base. If your raft keeps going, that island and anything you build and do and everything like that will despawn. So don't get too far from your raft. Now, in the bottom left corner, you'll see water, hunger, and health in that order. If you've played any survival games before, that's, pretty basic. You know all about that stuff. Now, when you spawn in the world, you will also have this thing that I've been holding and throwing. This is a hook. This hook is used for picking things up that are in the water. In the water, you'll see wood planks, leaves, plastic things, and barrels. All of those are useful, but you should prioritize the barrels. If you see a barrel within your reach, grab the barrel. Like this, right here. Boom. Tons of things which are all good in the beginning of the game. Now, in your crafting menu, today we're going to go over the tools that you'll need. The basic tools that you want to work towards building are, in this order, a wooden spear, then a building hammer, and then finally a fishing rod. Also, keep your eye on your plastic hook because it does have durability, as do all of the other tools in this game. Now, if you're feeling risky, you can jump into the water and swim over to pick things up, but this not-so-friendly shark will see you, and it will swim over towards you. From my experience, you can get hit 3 or 4 times by the shark until you die. So, yeah, just be really careful. Be smart about things. If you see a wood plank, don't go swim out for that. That's not that useful, really at all, or smart at all. But anyways, let's get crafting the tools. So first, a wooden spear. Now, as you can see over here, we need 8 planks and 3 rope. If you have the things that you need to make the ropes, you can hover right over the rope picture and craft the rope. So there we go. Now we can make a wooden spear. The wooden spear is very important because your raft can get broken apart by the shark, and that is, of course, not good. To stop the shark from breaking your raft, you will poke it with this wooden spear. You will poke the shark 4 times, and then it'll let go and swim away. So this is kind of randomized. There's no really good way to make the shark attack the raft, so we're just going to kind of move on, but when he jumps at the raft, you'll see what I mean. Next, you'll want to build a building hammer. So more rope and more planks. Rope is made out of leaves, in case you didn't notice, so if you're in a situation like me and you don't have any leaves, prioritize the leaves, and the barrels, but the leaves as well, so you can get on with crafting things. But it is never smart to just stand around and do nothing. Definitely try and, pick up things. Anything, you could always use more plastic. But here we go. We'll make my second rope. So there we go. Now we can craft our building hammer. Boom. And I'll put it right down here in my hotbar next to my wooden spear. Now, if you have the wooden hammer out, you can see this whole little building thing. You can, of course, expand your raft. So let's say, I don't know, maybe we put one here. Boom. We just built another part of our raft, and it took 2 wood and 2 plastic from me to do that. You can also build other shapes if you hold down the right mouse button and look through the menu here. You'll see a bunch of other things. Now, I don't want to miss these barrels here, so we'll go right back to that in just a moment. But you can also use this wooden hammer that you just built, or that I just built, to repair your raft from shark attacks, because sharks will attack, like I said, and damage things. And down here is the repair functionality right at the bottom. And after a shark attack, you will want to repair your raft immediately, because repairing is way cheaper than building new pieces of your raft. When you repair, you will only use up wood. When you expand, you will use up wood and plastic. There's not much of a method to expanding your raft. You're probably going to just want to keep making a square or maybe a circle, or, really whatever shape you want. Build and then extend however you'd like. Usually I go left to right because, as you can see, the junk is spawning in the world from left to right. But here we are at our first island. Now, in my opinion, what I recommend doing is nothing. Don't go on the island. There's nothing really that you need yet, but it's up to you. You probably can't stop your raft yet, so if you do go on the island, you're going to need to be quick. You can find like flowers and food and stuff like that, which is useful, but not quite yet. So like you saw here, we're passing the island. Goodbye, island. There will be more islands in the future for us to land on, so I'm not that worried about it. But if you do want to check out the island, swim under the water a little bit as well, because you'll see that there is sand, rocks, and clay on the seafloor around those islands, which are all useful, but not useful enough to make me stop right now. Now, this final tool that we're building today is the fishing rod, which requires a whole lot of rope. So I'm going to need to sit around on this raft for a while. Oh, there we go. The shark attack is this. So we'll poke him 4 times and he'll go away. And then we can see 55% health on this piece. So we definitely want to repair that up. And it looks like I am all good to go. And then I usually switch back to my expansion one and just put the hammer away. But that's the shark attack. Not that scary. Pretty easy to deal with as long as you are on top of things. Just pay attention to your game sound and, of course, what's going on around you, because you can stop this stuff really, really easily. Now, when throwing the hook, you want to throw a little bit in front of things, as you probably have been seeing me do. Throwing the hook is kind of an art in a way. You need to practice it, and then you'll get the hang of it. So, don't get frustrated if you can't hit things. I don't recommend throwing at things behind you. More often than not, you're just going to miss because the raft is going to keep moving. So yeah, don't really worry about it. This stuff is going to keep generating forever. You won't run out. Now, if you see a bunch of things in the water and you don't want to throw your hook around, you can actually just leave the hook in the water, and so long as it actually lines up with those things, it's going to pick them up. So there we go, and then we should get the leaf. Just like that. So that is a strategy as well, but I prefer to throw the hook and then pull it in and then throw it again, because it's just more interesting and it's easier in my opinion. Also, while you're on your raft, pay attention to things that are coming right at you, because you don't need to throw your hook to pick those up. If they're close enough, you can just stand around and pick the things up just with your hand. I am guilty of throwing my hook unnecessarily sometimes to pick up things that I would really be able to just be patient and pick up. You don't really want to waste your hook durability if you don't have to waste it, of course. So here we go. Here's my final rope, and boom, there is my fishing rod. The fishing rod is, of course, how you are going to catch fish. It is very, very easy to use. Just throw the bait into the water, or the lure, excuse me, and then just wait. Now, you don't need to craft any bait or anything like that to actually use the fishing rod. It's literally just a fishing rod and patience. So sooner or later, like that, fish is going to grab your line, and all you need to do is pick it up. And now I have a raw herring in my inventory. Now, you can eat the raw fish or you can cook the fish, but we are going to get into cooking and water in the next episode. So, to sum everything up, pick up things with the hook, poke the shark with the stick, build the raft and expand it with this hammer, and then fish with the fishing rod for food. That's pretty much everything we went over today. I hope this video helped you out. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if any of that is true, and I will see you next time. My name is Waddles. Goodbye, everybody. Go have a good day.